Hello, welcome back to Math with Patrick. It's June 5th, and we're solving problem number 156 from the Daily Epsilon calendar. We need to show why the area of this kind of strange shape is just going to be 5 today. And I feel like the most direct method of solving this would be to try to split it up into some familiar shapes. Like maybe we could split it up into some triangles. Perhaps this is a square in the middle. And then we're going to have this really strange quadrilateral. Like maybe it's a trapezoid, maybe these sides are parallel, maybe they're not. Um, that's going to be honestly pretty difficult to think about splitting it up into all those different shapes. Alternatively, we could think about taking the whole area of this large shape and then trying to take out some pieces. I could see that we have a triangle here and what looks to be 4 trapezoids, and I'm more certain about these being trapezoids. And so I could do that as well. But I think the strategy that I'd like to use here is called the shoelace formula. It's a formula that's really useful whenever you're trying to find the area of some kind of shape where you know all of the coordinates of the vertices of the shape. And essentially, the strategy just goes where you pick a point, you list all the points you see in counterclockwise order, and then you do some multiplication, some addition, some subtraction, and then you get the answer. And so I'll do that first step where I'm just going to pick this as my starting point. You could really start anywhere you want. And then I want to take some time to list out all the points traveling in a counterclockwise fashion. The next step in this shoelace formula is to pairwise multiply a whole bunch of things. So the first amount of things that I'm going to pairwise multiply are all of these pairs. And then once I'm done multiplying up all of these numbers, I will finally add all of those products together. All right, and the number I got from multiplying and then adding for this chunk of stuff was 44.25. The next step is to do the exact same thing where we pairwise multiply and then add up all of these values. And so I'm going to also do that. Maybe you can tell where the name of this formula comes from now, because you can see that all of these pairwise combinations kind of look like shoelaces. Honestly, with this many points, it's like knee-high Converse with this many laces, but regardless, I multiplied all the numbers, I added up all those pairs, and I got 34.25. The last step in this formula is just to find the difference between these two numbers and then finally divide it by 2 for some reason. So this subtraction is actually quite easy. It's just 10, and then dividing that into gives you 5, which is the area of the shape. So I do recommend look up this formula, maybe watch a video on it, because it's not really obvious why you are just allowed to do all these pairwise multiplications and then addings, but it works. The area of this shape is 5, and I'm going to call it. I'm all done. I use the shoelace formula. I got 5, and it matches today's date. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.